Hello, gentlemen of Triple Lindy. HL DeVore here. I will be your navigator for the 2019 Transatlantic race. I will be endeavoring to provide you with some race and weather updates leading up to our start in Newport, Rhode Island on Tuesday, June 25th. This first update is a very basic overview suitable for friends and family. The race is a direct descendant of the first great transatlantic ocean race, which started from New York Harbor on December 11, 1866. 2019 will be the 31st running of the race, and the new modern era of the race has it sponsored by 4 clubs: the Royal Yacht Squadron, the New York Yacht Club, the Royal Ocean Racing Club, and the Storm Trysail Club. The race is currently held every 4 years, and the last edition of the race was in 2015. The next after ours, not until 2023. This is our time. This is our race. I'm pleased and honored to be on board Triple Lindy with you all. So our race begins off Castle Hill in Newport, again on Tuesday, June 25th, with the first warning signal being at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. As I'm sure you all know, the Castle Hill Inn has a nice lawn and views of the traditional Newport starting area, which is used to start the Newport Bermuda race. Our course is a total 3,056 nautical miles from Newport across the North Atlantic to a gate at Lizard Point and then on to Cowes, England for the finish. But I get ahead of myself. Back to the start. From the start, we proceed approximately 1 mile south to R4 Gong, and we leave that to port. We then proceed on an east-southeasterly course for 69 miles to pass by Nantucket Shoals. Once cleared of the shoals, we proceed another 135 miles before entering Canadian territorial waters, where there will no doubt be some sort of celebration, I suppose. At approximately 800 miles to the east of Nantucket Shoals, we will reach the race ice limit mark. Though this mark has not yet been announced, it is traditionally about 300 miles south of Newfoundland, in the vicinity of the wreck of the Titanic. We do not sail the Great Circle route that you see here, as we are held south by the ice limit marks. Once clear of the ice limit, we are free to proceed on our east-northeast Great Circle route. Landfall at Lizard Point will then be approximately 1,839 miles away, and from the Lizard into Cowes, we will have a final 160 miles to the finish. I'm comfortable saying our race should be somewhere between 10 to 14 days in duration based upon my review of historical weather grids. We should have a large amount of downwind sailing. The race is often cold and humid, and by cold I mean nighttime temps around 50 degrees or 10 degrees Celsius. I'm sure you all know very well the extraordinary amount of information that an offshore navigator has at their fingertips, but I'll just give a quick overview should you wish to share this update with friends or family. The primary job of the navigator is weather and route optimization, in addition to the obvious don't hit stuff, especially rocks. As navigator, I will work with the leadership team to put the boat in the right place to sail fast, sail safe, and give us a shot at winning the race. Weather and route optimization can also be a safety issue. A broken boat or critical sail damaged is not so fast. The North Atlantic does have some significant low pressure systems that roll across that can contain high winds. And as you can see in this grid file, there's currently a major gale in the North Atlantic. But here you can also see it will be gone in 3 days. The good news is we have incredible technology to monitor the weather and access predictive weather models. We do this through data downloads over our satellite phone. These downloads provide us with grid files of various mathematical models predicting weather, which is just what I'm showing you. These grid files allow me as a navigator to make fairly reliable calculations as to what will happen 4+ days in the future, with some visibility, but much greater uncertainty as far as 16 days into the future. These weather model grid files, in conjunction with what we call polars allow me to calculate and examine various routes to consider. Here actually is a current grip file showing ocean currents, specifically a lot of the Gulf Stream. These polars exist in a data table and are the predicted boat speed at every angle of sail and every wind speed. The route we sail, combined with how well we sail, and some luck, will be the major factors in our final race standings. Here you can see an optimal route, which is actually a fairly southern route that's been calculated. Many of the more traditional routes have us closer to the Great Circle or even a little bit north of that. I'm very fond of the expression, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I know our fearless leader, Joe Mealy, is working very hard on preparations, as undoubtedly are each of you. I'm working hard on my navigation preparation by studying close to 20 years of historical grip files, attempting to analyze and refine the polars, as well as reviewing and preparing the computers and digital tools. Here is an optimal route table showing you a whole bunch of the calculated outcomes or steps along the way, if you will, of a model. And that route that was on screen before showing was calculated as 11 days for the whole race. And what's next? So again, I'm honored to be on board with you all. I know we have an adventure ahead. I think we also have a nice opportunity. Friends and family will be interested to know that the race will use yellow brick GPS trackers on every boat, and the specific link will be available closer to the start. This is a view of that race tracker. I'm sure family members also know that we will be safe, and we have a tremendous amount of gear to keep us safe, including EPIRBs, life raft, personal AIS devices, and more. The race does require us to have our satellite phone on at all times, and this phone will be our Iridium Go sat phone, which I will be setting up so that some messages to family may be sent during the race. I'll issue more updates in the coming weeks. Specific weather updates for our actual race won't start until as late as 10 to 14 days before the start. Again, it's an honor. I look forward to sailing with you all, and I'm going to work hard to do my part and help make us all proud.